Guys, welcome to my channel. This is going to be the Earth sign reading for the Capricorn lunar eclipse and full moon. Happened a couple days ago. I don't know why, I'm just getting the feeling that this is going to be a love reading. We'll see what comes out, but basically the second that I tapped into your guys' energy, oh look, cut to the king and queen. Yeah, it's feeling a little bit like... Basically, the second I tapped into your guys' energy, I felt really bad heart chakra pain. Six of Cups, love connection. Well, soul connection can be. If you're having a lot of like chest pain or like chakra, like heart chakra blockages, definitely grounding is always great for earth signs. If you're an earth sign or you have heavy earth in your chart, you should be grounding regularly. There's a lot of ways to do that. The best way is to literally touch the earth, ground yourself physically. Even a tree, like in the winter, if there's snow on the ground. If you can't do that, you can do energetic grounding. I'm going to be doing a video about that at some point. Eating root vegetables are great. You can clear energy with incense or sage. Just be careful with sage because certain types do clear out all the energy, and you want to be careful about what's coming in. It clears out the good energy too, right? But grounding's just the easiest way to do that. If you are having any kind of heart chakra issues, definitely get a piece of rose quartz. It's great for that. You can just like kind of lay down with it on your heart, or you can fan like this and it will help clear out the energy. And on top of that, there's, oh yeah, speaking your truth. And it's weird because like one of the worst heart chakra blockage experiences that I've ever had was when I was withholding my truth from someone that's really close to me. So yeah, King of Pentacles, that's you guys. And with the moon, Capricorns, of course, will be the most affected during this time. Earth signs will be as well, but we don't have too much other earth energies going on right now, so it actually could be not too bad for you guys. If this was a water moon, like earth signs don't like to get too muddy in their emotions, so yeah, we'll see what comes out, but that's like definitely right off the bat what I was feeling. Messages for earth signs: Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Messages for earth signs. And it could just be speaking your truth. Talk about truth, justice. The sword of truth, it brings balance. Can be legal issues as well. Justice. Interesting. Libran energy, major for Libra. Ten of Cups. I did see that a lot when I was shuffling too. Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Wands. This has been coming in with everyone's reading for this energy shift. Page of Wands can be forward movement and passion. Can also be a card of communication. If you look, he's got a letter on his hand. He's looking at that wheel too. And then we've got, ooh, a King of Swords and a Hermit, and they're back to back. That's kind of interesting. So we'll see what that's all about. Major for Virgo. So you could be a Virgo or dealing with a Virgo. And then air energy, more air energy. There's quite a bit of Libra and Ten of Cups again. And the King of Cups. Yeah, Cups is emotion and love. Could be a Libran or have Libra in your chart. Three of Swords. Ooh. That's painful. We'll see what comes out with that. Three of Wands, 2 threes. The Nine of Wands. The Sun. Wow. The Sun with the Hangman. See how his head's all like lit up? I almost want to say it's the Hangman in reverse because when the Hangman is reversed, he's found a new perspective. It's like that enlightened. This card can be like a card of like enlightenment or like seeing the light sometimes. And then with the Three of Wands and the Nine of Wands, it is fire. This is movement, but it's also like a persevering. So it's getting to the end of the cycle. Kind of weary. And this can be like a waiting energy, right? So right off the bat with this Page of Wands, looking at the wheel, it's like waiting for that wheel to turn. Definitely. So let's clarify the Hermit. The King of Swords, they're back to back. This to me is speaking about presenting to the world as a King of Swords, and then like handling your shit, you know. They're very logical, they're very to the point. They can be quite cold, but he's searching on the inside, like that's what's going on behind the scenes. Definitely could be that heart chakra energy. Isolation. It can be a very isolating energy. Clarify the Hermit with the King of Swords. Abundance. Oh, jeez. Abundance. And we do have the Three of Wands on the bottom, which is a card of abundance. It is waiting for that wheel to turn and bring abundance in. He's looking at abundance. Perception. With recovery and forgiveness. So with that Hangman energy, that change in perspective, it could be someone's having a shift in perception regarding abundance in a situation, but I don't feel like they're expressing it because they're presenting. The King of Swords does communicate, but it's not overly emotional. It's very rational energy. The Magician, lots of Geminian energy coming out all of a sudden. And when I say king, queen, you know, it can be a male or a female. It doesn't have to be any of these signs. It's just clarification for some people. The Knight of Cups, I did see that coming out a ton when I was shuffling. Clarify the King of Swords, Spirit. Four of Cups, rejection. Page of Wands. Moving towards Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. Maybe wanting to communicate. Maybe that's why this masculine energy is presenting as a King of Swords, especially with the Page of Wands there. That is communication for sure. Capricorn on the bottom. Clarify the Four of Cups. Clarify the Four of Cups, just really quick. See how she's just kind of chilling? And she's just kind of chilling. And then there's like people around that are like, oh no, like they've all got their heads like this. Let's see what that's all about. Interesting. Hangman again. Clarify the Four of Cups, please. Queen of Cups, yeah. Love. Queen of Cups rules emotion. Maybe I'll need more clarification for that. With the Four of Cups, it could be a rejection energy occurring with this queen, because she's her cup's like closed and she's moving, right? Her cup's not open. That's water energy. Could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Death. Transformation. The end of a situation. Eight of Cups. Yeah, walking away. Definitely a situation where someone has walked away. Oh, wow. And then on the bottom, we also have this Page of Wands staring at this cycle. This cycle. Maybe waiting to communicate. Queen of Pentacles coming out again. Very nurturing energy. With the Eight of Cups, a walking away. So it feels like a feminine energy, having walked away from a situation. Clarify death. The please. Six of Pentacles. Queen of Cups with Death, please. The Empress. I was gonna say, because this divine feminine, it's more Libran energy coming out here. It can be Taurus as well, with more Capricornian energy on the bottom. I don't know if that's the right way to say it. And that Three of Wands. Ooh. Oh, wow. Oh, I like that Temperance is here. That's a balancing, healing energy. It has to do with timing as well sometimes. There's this Queen of Pentacles now actually looking at this king. So it could have actually been the king that cut out this queen or is not reciprocating here. And with this, it's like stuck waiting, right, with the Devil there. And again, perception. The Devil can be thoughts that bind us. It can be like being too attached to something. Could be being attached to an outcome here, maybe. I was going to say the Empress. The Empress is all four queens in one. So she's mastered her domain of emotion and her physical domain and all those things. So, you know, it's beautiful to see when emperors and empresses come out as cups and pentacles. It's very loving energy. We did the walking away here, Spirit. Justice. That king did. It's more Libran energy. They're mirroring each other a little bit here because we have Justice coming out and the Empress is Libran energy, and then the king is, the masculine is presenting as also air energy. Four of Cups, missing an opportunity. Open your eyes to possibilities. So the Empress with abundance there. It's almost like this queen is transforming into this Empress energy. And with Justice, fair and just decisions, do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. So it looks to me like this king was definitely justified in walking away from this situation. Let's look at Justice. What's Justice? What happened here, Spirit? Destiny. Yeah. In order for that queen, sometimes we have to victim. Sometimes we have to go through that hurt, that before we can, you know, find our way to the abundance. And the Empress is abundance in a nutshell, basically. Destiny, that's very interesting, with victim and bittersweet, trickery, and wisdom underneath that. So wisdom, this situation, this walking away energy, allowed this Empress energy, which can be Libra and Taurian, that definitely could be you, again, male or female, allowed this queen to go through this Empress. Well, originally it was sitting in Queen, and very emotional. The Queen of Cups is sometimes not in control of their emotions, right? Trickery, but it's bittersweet, this victim. You know, when we go through those moments of pain, that's when we grow, and that's when we transform. That is a death process, right? So let's see a little bit more about Destiny with Justice. King of Swords, again, he's got the scales as well on the bottom. Yeah, this King of Swords definitely, it needed to happen. It was really painful, I think. Whatever happened here. Clarify Destiny with Justice, please. That's a freaking lot. The Hermit and the Lovers. So again, more Virgo. This king, right? Gemini. That's Gemini energy, and the Hermit again. Could have just withdrawn. The Hermit is a very withdrawn energy. The Three of Swords. Well, looky here. I had a feeling this was going to be very counterpart-y. It's feeling that way to me. Three of Swords coming out, so very painful. This is a card of options. Can also be confusion. Could have been a third-party situation. And when we say third-party in tarot, it can be anything. It can literally be a lack of abundance in a situation that's getting in between. It doesn't have to be an affair. It could be work, it could be jealousy, it could be anything. But here's that destiny, death, transformation energy happening here, and you honestly can't make this shit up. So we have the Four of Swords, which comes after the Three of Swords. It's healing, right? It's moving out of that active pain and finding that new perspective. This is like the so below for the Hermit energy there. So healing, and we did have Temperance that was showing up before. And then look at this, these people, and this could all be happening within oneself, you know, healing of our masculine and feminine dynamics. But we have a King of Swords energy over here. Watching this queen transform. And then we actually have the Queen of Swords, Libran energy, and Cancerian energy, the King of Cups. So there's a lot of mirroring going on here. So it feels very Tower, the Tower, big shakeup. Got that Wheel of Fortune there with the Hierophant, which is interesting. Because we did have that page looking at the wheel, right? That can be a commitment. Can be. Ten of Swords, Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles can be, see how he's just kind of like he's like stuck. He's not really actually working on his Pentacles. And stuck in that pain. But with the Tower, that's more of this wheel energy coming forward, right? So there's a lot of healing here. This may have happened probably already happened for most of you. Let's clarify this switching energy of the masculine and feminine. Oh, wow. Wow, this is, you know, guys, I don't like to encourage people to focus too much on, like, counterparts and twin flames and stuff, because all those kinds of and if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm just talking about energetically backed love connections, so divine soul connections, right, with another person. And people always get that twisted. They always think it's like about being together. It's really more about imprinting energy onto each other, and holding a certain frequency so that we can do our energetic work. It's not about, it's quite often a very hard journey. It's not all fun and roses like people think it is, and romantic and all. It can be, but it's hard work. But look at this, how these cards came out. We've got a Knight of Wands with the Five of Wands, and then we've got a Knight of Earth with the Five of Earth. So totally mirroring. It's feeling very, if you guys resonate with twin flames or counterparts or anything like that, it's definitely feeling very divine soul connection to me with all this mirroring. This could also be talking about integration with self. So your masculine switching from like through this death process. There's like this queen that's turning into an empress, and there's the king, and she's like holding on to that water. But after this process, she's actually pouring that water out. It's kind of like with that energetic imprinting, this queen taking on the aspect of that masculine energy to pour out that cup instead of hanging on to the hurt, right? And then we've got this King of Cups here, and he's healed, and he is sitting with an open cup, right? He's chilling, he's healed. So I love that. She's pouring out the pain. More Libran energy and water energy, obviously, but there's so much mirroring going on. So take it how it resonates, if it's all integration happening within yourself. With the Knight of Wands, this to me, it's totally mirroring each other. So again, it's just speaking to like fear surrounding money, uncertain self-employment, time to buckle down and get things done. So maybe lingering in this was really affecting your ability to move forward in that, because sword energy moves forward and communicates, right? With the Knight of Earth and the Five of Earth, it's like sitting in that lack, slowly moving forward, right? Moving out of it. And same thing with this Knight of Wands, moving away from conflict. So it's really talking about coming into alignment with one's own masculine and feminine, and that plays out in our external relationships, right? So a lot of mirroring going on here. Let's look at the Page of Wands with the wheel. What's on the bottom? The Nine of Cups. Wishes come true. Concerns fade away. A love of life. With the Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. More of that nurturing, abundant energy. And the Ten of Pentacles is like a foundation that's been built. It's usually shared with other people because the Nine is a very single energy, and it comes together. The Nine of Cups, that's like wish fulfillment. And it's funny because we have progression energy underlying from the 8, so that walking away situation, having that death process, and then coming back to the 9, and then eventually coming together either within stability within self, a unified masculine and feminine, or an actual foundation with another person. So let's have a look at the Page of Wands. Forgiveness. That came out before. So just remember, in workaholic, you know, it's work. Healing is work, right? It's when we don't heal and just pretend everything's okay. Acceptance. And like he's accepting it. He's even hanging on to his wand, just like she's hanging on to her little slicer there. So we'll take a look at this Knave here. Discovery. Again, that heart chakra, right? That crystal Knave, the rose quartz, really might help you guys with this process. Grounding. Clarify the page. Yeah, King of Swords. More Libra and energy. He's going to communicate. The masculine's going to communicate to this feminine. And again, I mean, you really can't make this shit up. King and Queen. King of Swords, Queen of Cups. King of Swords, Queen of Cups. He's in balance. He's balanced in his masculine energy. And that's a lot of Piscean energy right there. The Queen of Cups, she's looking at her cup. She's just looking at her own cup. She's minding her business. And High Priestess is also strength with the Five of Cups. This is very intuitive energy. She's communing with spirit. Strength with the Five of Cups. It's on the bottom. Two of Wands, deciding whether to take on that contract. Let's clarify that Hierophant energy. It can be... It is also, you can see the Hierophant is in the background there in the darkness, and he's like, should I go for it, or do I want to go off on my own? This is, the High Priestess is the divine feminine counterpart to the Hierophant, which we did have underlying before. So a lot of, like, divine, I knew this was going to be a love reading. Clarify strength with the Five of Cups. Ooh, interesting. King of Wands, moving out of that healing energy. More Gemini energy. Communication. So this masculine, and some of us are females, again, moving towards that wish fulfillment. The Chariot, Cancerian energy. And victory, the Six of Wands. So we definitely have a masculine energy, and again, that can be a woman. Doesn't have to be any of these signs. Moving either quickly into to integration, and speaking of integration, that's one cup. This is talking to me about balancing the Queen of Swords again. With Judgment. That is kind of speaking to this decision energy here. Moving out of this hermity Four of Swords energy. So it's speaking a lot to integration of self. But if that is a little bit much to take on right now, just definitely a masculine energy, could be a female, moving towards a female that's undergone a transformation process, or vice versa. So, and be confident. Page of Swords. Yeah, I think this king is watching this queen. Yeah, with the Seven of Pentacles. Can be a really sitting and waiting and watching, reevaluating something. So definitely the message here is to be confident, be strong. With that King of Wands moving out of that healing energy. And just keep in mind, whatever healing you've done, if this is playing out in a mirroring relationship, that healing has happened. I'm getting my throat chakra again. I have kyanite here. Blue crystals are really great for that same clearing the throat, but just speak your truth confidently. And with the King of Swords, be tactful about it, because it does say challenging information, truth delivered without tact. So be confident, be nice with your words, don't be cold. All right, so phone's gonna cut out. Take care, bye.